In the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful, topic that were discussed with class 7 on 18th July were villi and absorption and role of fiber in our diet. Why villi are considered one of the ideal or the best or perfect for absorbing food. Let's see these reasons one by one. The first reason here states is that villi are specialized for absorption in the small intestine, because the small intestine is the only location where we could find villi, as they have a thin wall, one cell thick. They are talking about the diameter of the small intestine, which is very thin, only one cell thick, which enables a shorter diffusion pathway. Well, students, what is the diffusion? You might have learned the term in your previous classes. Diffusion is the movement of molecule across the membrane. So if you look at your screen, this blue colored line is a membrane, and the movement of molecules across it is the diffusion. So if they're saying that it enables a shorter diffusion path, it means they could be absorbed faster. Molecules don't have to cover a longer path to get absorbed. It is a very shorter path to be absorbed. The second one is they saying they have a large surface area. Well, what is the surface area? We'll see it here. Surface area is actually the sata, or the exterior surface of something. So if you look at the villi, they are finger like, they look like fingers. So how can we say that they are increasing the surface area? This is how they're increasing this. This is a straight line, it's a flat surface, for example, and these are the villi. Okay, now let's see how much surface they are taking. I'm going to draw the surface of it, the surface area occupied by these villi, and this is straight line with a blue line. So this is the surface they are occupying, and this is the surface the villi are occupying. So as a result, the area of absorption is increased, and the more the absorption, the more food will be passed to the blood. Then this is the first point, which was saying that are very thin. They are around one cell thick. What do they mean by that? If you look at again on this diagram, you can see these cells. These cells are only one cell thick. These cells are composing a wall here, and this wall is just one cell thick. So this is a very thin wall. Absorption is a lot easier with these thin walls. Third one is the network of blood capillaries. Now, what is a capillary? A capillary is not is a tiny blood vessels. We have actually two kinds of blood vessels. One is the vein, one is the artery. Both carry blood, but this capillary is a tiny blood vessels, which is very tiny. And when I'm saying this is tiny, it means they have thin walls. So like the villi, they also have the thin walls, and this thin walls help them to exchange gases. They are not only present in your small intestine. There are lots of capillaries in your eyes, in your brains, in your lungs. So they are everywhere. But villi are only in the small intestine. These tiny blood vessels, which we are calling capillaries, are everywhere. So what are they doing here? In this picture, if you see, they have written here all the three reasons why we are considering our villi the best to absorb food. So this is the wall of the villi, which is one cell thick, and you can see the finger like projections here, which are increasing the surface area. And there they are. These are the blood vessels that are carrying the food from the villi to the blood vessels. How this food is connected, you'll see that also in a video, but let me explain you here as well. So these, for example, these are the food. We have amino acids here, which are broken down from protein. We have sugar molecules here. These are the sugar molecules here, which are the broken form of the carbohydrate. We also have the fatty acids or glycerols here. We also have the fatty acids or glycerols here, which are the broken form of the fat. So they have to cross this one cell thick cell wall, and then they enter into this part. This white part is actually the lumen, we call it, and then they have to go into these blood vessels. Then this blood vessel carry these food molecules and take it out from this into a small intestine, and then give it to the organ or the cell that require these food particles, these organ or cells that are hungry. They take in these molecules and break them down into energy and carbon dioxide. Energy is utilized by us, and that is the main objective of a digestive system, whereas the carbon dioxide, which was product of energy, was exhaled out through our nose or through our lungs, right? So this was the structure of the why we consider them the best. Now let's see this video here. So this pink one is the small intestine, and this darker one is the large intestine. We'll just be focusing on a small intestine. They took out a section of it and now they're zooming it. Once they zoom, you can see lots of villi here. These are the villi. They just took a small section of the small intestine consisting of several of villi. We have them in much more quantity. You can see their shape. They are finger-like and they are very large in number. They have a large surface area. They have these blood vessels. They have one cell thick cell wall, and I mean cell epithelium. I mean epithelium. Then they have these vessels there, which carry. Okay, the second topic we have is the dietary fiber. Dietary fiber also known as the resha. They are not digested. It means they cannot be broken down in our body. They remain the same as the way we ingested them, as we take them inside through our mouth. What make them special is they are indigestible, and but they are also the part of a carbohydrate, but we cannot digest them, so they come out of the body in the same way that they are taken inside the body. The difference is, but the main thing here is, as they are not digested, so they just cleanse our digestive system, our tract, from esophagus, the stomach, small intestine, large intestine. They cleanse it and they absorb water. So if a person who is having a constipation, that is cubs, in which the feces are hardened and a person have difficulty in passing stool, so if a person is suffering from constipation, he or she must use fiber in his or her diet, because they absorb water and soften the feces. That's the main goal of fiber. And from where we could get this fiber, we could get it from the fruits, cereals, or vegetables. So if anybody have constipation, they should probably start eating cereals. Now the question that might be in your mind is, what if our villi are they are flat? If they are flat, well, there are chances there is a disease in which the villi becomes flattened or damaged. So as a result, when they are flattened, absolutely the surface area will decrease. The lesser the surface area, the lesser the absorption. The lesser the absorption of food, the lesser the energy production. The lesser the energy production, the more the person feel weakness. The person will feel diarrheatic. The person will lose weight. So these are all the consequence of having a flat villi. But we can repair it, and our body can itself repair it, and it might take 6 months minimum and maximum to 2 years. So this is it. These were the topics that were discussed. If and this is the last slide.